Success loves speed. There ain't no time for depression. There ain't no time for burnout. There ain't no time for negativity. In this video, I want to show you that it is possible for you to avoid burnout for the rest of your life. And if it is burnout, it's like you're almost at burnout, but you never ever enter that sphere because you know how to get out of it. You know how to jump back up, and you've got someone that's got your back. In this video, let's get right into it. Number one, you want to go fast. You want momentum. This is why I talk about when you're applying for jobs that you want to do 100 applications per day. If you do 100 applications per day, you can't be slow about it. Like, your behavior is going to be one of action taking. Like, you can't sit on your laurels and get 100 applications sent out every single day. How are you going to do that? Action takes you out of depression, takes you out of burnout, takes you out of any form of negativity. But I don't want to do any of that stuff. It don't matter. You have to take baby steps out of the situation. The biggest problem that people have when it comes to burnout, depression, and all that stuff is that they stay inside. Like, you need to go out of your apartment. You need to go out of your house and actually get some sunlight, okay? Actually talk to some people, say hi, smile a bit, get your exercise done, even if that's the only thing you can do, but just be, nice to yourself. You don't have to be like completely like destroy yourself every single day, like just go out there. Because if you start that process, eventually you can take the next step, take the next step, take the next step. It's only about improving a little bit of your mood every single day and doing the right things that will actually improve your mood, right? So you want to avoid burnout. You want to make sure you never arrive there in the first place. And that's why I always talk about keeping yourself balanced with your health, making sure that you take care of your exercise, make sure that you do take care of your sleep. Sleep more when it's needed, okay? Sometimes you might need to sleep 10 hours. There's nothing wrong with that as long as you actually keep doing what needs to get done on a regular basis. And eventually you won't need 10 hours. And then eat clean. I know you can eat clean. You don't have to eat processed foods, pizza, junk food, and soda pop all the time. You don't need to do that. Get rid of that stuff in order for you to actually become the version of yourself that you want to become, right? So, simply put, I want you to have speed. If you do 100 apps a day, applications in terms of getting a job, you're going to have speed, and it's impossible for you to be negative because something is going to come from that every day. As long as you smile, as long as you actually are excited, you need to smile, you need to be excited, you need to talk to the manager, and you need to tell him that you're going to be his best employee and then actually become that best employee. Nothing else is acceptable, okay? So that's in terms of getting a job. Now, let's say you have a job, but you want to succeed in business. So again, success loves speed. So what are you going to do? Well, if you want to make 10K a month, you need to get there as soon as possible, okay? Not because of you want to make a lot of money fast, but you need to serve a lot of people fast. So instead of 100 applications and talking to 100 stores or restaurants or whatever it is in your local neighborhood, you now talk to 100 people a day, potentially business owners that need your potential help, and you let them know that you're willing to work for free for them. You're basically just asking for jobs, just like you did in your local neighborhood. You're just doing that online now, whether you're in a third world country or in a first world country. It's awesome how fast third world country dudes can make money these days because you can contact anyone around the world who does have money and you can tell them, I will work for free for you. I had 2 guys today come up to me, okay, in the DMs and say, I want to work for you. Oh, and I'm like, okay, well, every single time, by the way, every single time, if you watch my channel and send me an email, I'm probably not going to care about what you tell me. Unless, because I'm working with people who are starting their businesses, right? I'm not talking with people that have, their financial freedom and that are successful and all that stuff. Although they're welcome too. I'm talking to people that are just starting out. And for you to tell me that, no, I need to charge for my services, it's like, it's not going to work. We're not going to be able to be compatible because what I'm looking for first is someone who's willing to work for free. Because if you are willing to work for free, you're willing to actually go through the thing fast in order for you to get to 10K fast. The people that want to be paid upfront fast are the ones that take the longest to get to 10K fast. The people that want to be paid upfront fast are those that's going to take the longest to get to 10K fast. You don't want to be the person that takes a long time. Be the person that goes speed ahead towards 10K by talking to 100 people every single day about a specific skill that you want to provide for their service. Offer that value. And guess what? If you are working for free, a lot of people are going to say yes. And if you are working for a lot of people, you'll have to prioritize which one is the best one to work for with the highest potential upside. Potentially someone who says, well, if you work for me for a month, or if you do a great job after a month, we can discuss what you want to be paid because I need this service continuously. That's a pretty good client. Sounds good to me, right? That's how you'll fast get to 10K. Sooner or later, you're going to have so much work available for you that you will need to hire people to complete the delivery for these clients. You understand now how to get fast to 10K? This is a video about how to avoid burnout. Success is what helps you avoid burnout. Burnout only comes when you are struggling in negativity. Oh, nothing's working for me. If nothing's working, then you have no end in sight. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. No wonder you're heartbroken. No wonder you're struggling. No wonder that you're heading towards depression and struggling. The burnout only comes because you're negative. That's it. There's nothing else. And those negative thoughts actually has an impact on your health. And then your health begins to respond in a way that, oh, I think I'm sick. And as a result, you become sick. All those things happen in your mind. I rarely ever get sick. I did a few weeks ago, kind of like the seasons changed, and I had like a few 5, 6, 7 days that I was just kind of not feeling the same. And then I also had to like broken finger and all that stuff, and that took a toll as well. But in general, I almost never get sick. And you know why? I think it's because I just sincerely love life. I love the process that I'm in. I love the process of building a business. I love helping people. I love seeing their results. I'm happy. And usually those are the people that also don't die very fast either. If you look at the people that live the longest, it's because they're positive. They have good health and they're positive people. And it's not because they're positive, but it's because of community. Because they have people skills and they love being around other people. And that's what keeps them positive, and that's what keeps them alive. So you're dying prematurely if you're being stuck in a spiral of negativity that will eventually lead to burnout. My favorite quote of mine, it's actually my quote, is negativity is what you see when you're not focused on your goals. Now, you can have long-term goals and you can have short-term goals. If you have long-term goals, you can make them huge. And if you have huge long-term goals, you know that you will achieve them if you're taking steps today to move towards it. You can be in no man's land and struggling hardcore, but if you have a huge, massive goal in the future, you'll start walking towards it. Fantastic. Or crawl for that matter, right? The cool part is that you can bring the goals closer to you right now. Because everything can be divided. Like the universe is so perfectly designed. And guess what? I mean, we didn't even have time back in the past, right? Like who had time? Like that came around like a few thousand years ago. The aspect of, well, we had the moon circling, but like we didn't have, months. Well, I guess that was the moon. And then we had weeks and then days. And I guess the days was when, the sun set and the sun rose. Like, it's pretty cool how everything is set up this way for us to have mini goals. That's the only reason why that exists, by the way. Like, death exists to set a deadline for our success journey to end. At some point, it needs to end. And it's good that we have that so that we actually take steps to enjoy and figure out how life works before that time comes. If that wasn't there, we'd procrastinate the hell out of this life, right? And so we can actually bring the goals closer to us. So what will you achieve this year? What will you achieve this month? What will you achieve this week? What will you achieve this day? Today is the day that you can achieve something small. So if you understand that, then you can get to the point where you're thinking big about your daily schedule. I can do this. My identity is that I will do this. And you just start small and you build up 1% a day or less than that. 1% a month is fantastic as well. But you can't be negative. So how do you fix the negativity issue so that you surround yourself with better people? Where are these people? You're looking at them, man. How much time do you actually spend with me? Like literally, how much time? Like 30 minutes a week? 10 minutes a week? Like whenever you suddenly see an interesting title? How come you're not watching every single freaking video if you can't afford working with me? Why? Like, do you know that that's going to make you happier? It's going to give you a better life. Or it might do the opposite thing. Sometimes I might piss you off. Fantastic. I might create some pain because you're not doing the things that you know you should be doing based on the things that I'm telling you. And if you keep watching, the pain is going to grow more and more and more and more, isn't it? And so as a result, you will eventually take action because there's so much pain. The problem is that you're not consistent with watching my videos. You're not consistent with spending time with positive people. You're not consistent in being inside of a community that got your back and that is fired up mostly all of the time. There's very little negativity in my group. The On-Track community is freaking awesome, okay? And yet here you are spending time with your friends and family that you've been doing for the last few years, and they're just not doing anything positive for your brain and your subconscious mind. When are you going to change that? You can change that today by making a decision that, one, I'll reach out to Joseph and I'll DM him and tell him that I need help. Be part of the 1%ers of those that watch my channel and do that. Okay? Now, if you can't do that, I don't have the courage to DM Joseph, even though Joseph responds to everyone. So make a decision to watch 2 of my videos every day. You watch 2 of my videos every day for 5 years, you're going to have completed all of my videos. It's going to take a while. Maybe it's not 5 years. Maybe it's just 3 years. But you get my point. If you just watch 2 every single day, you're going to become more positive, and eventually, autopilotly, you will actually reach out to me because you'll be the 1%er. Because no one does what I just told you right now. That's why you can choose to put yourself in rare air and do things that other people are not willing to do so you can live like other people can't. And that's what this channel is about. It is helping the one guy that is massively ambitious, but just who's starting out. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I was that person that had no idea. I just wanted to get rich. And at 21 years old, that's when I was back from my mission in Africa. And I came back to Norway and I was just like, I just want to get rich. What do I do? Tell me what to do. Okay. No one that I knew reached out to me. No, like, I don't know if even anyone knew that I wanted to get rich, but I was just like, I guess I'm going to go to school. So I went into this private university that cost a lot. And they told me, well, no, you have to finish your high school diploma, because I finished school in Norway and in the US, that wasn't enough. So I had to finish school in Norway. So I paid for that. That was a lot of money. And then I paid for the university. And then during that first year of university, I found out that, wait, there's a business. I guess I'll tell you guys the story another time, but make sure you subscribe and then you'll figure out my story. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.